Dazzle had some good stuff going on in that game. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, it's just trying to get the ball in your playmakers' hands, and Jacob did a great job throwing the ball to DJ. And I don't think Columbus was ready for it. Last year we had a similar look with DJ in the Spencer game, and Coach Napier, great job calling plays at the right time. And again, it's just a great throw and catch, and good things happen. And again, these guys that are be up here a little bit later on, they did a great job up front, giving us time to throw the ball. But it was just a great overall effort. And I mentioned in the offensive line, they all graded out well, and I was really proud of them. They executed, and Columbus showed us a couple of different fronts, from a 3-man to a 4-man, and flipping back and forth some. And we executed well, and it was able to open up some running lanes for our backs, and did a good job giving us time to throw the ball. So there's always things that we can do better. We mentioned penalties earlier. We had some penalties in some big situations that we have to improve on, and particularly going into a game like Upson Lee. They've got a really strong defensive front. Their front seven is as talented as we've seen, and it's one of the most talented front sevens that I've seen in a while. And we just got to really go out and execute and play smart and play physical ball. And we're excited, looking forward to that challenge.
Well, a big win up against a big school like Columbus, and again, we're going to next time we come back after the break, we're going to talk to some very talented young men who were Cavaliers and definitely did a good job to enable that razzle-dazzle last Friday night, because it gave the quarterback definitely more time in the pocket, analyze the situation, what's going on, and he can't do that unless you got a great offensive line.
That's right, and those guys, a lot of times they're not the kids you see with their name in the paper and all. They've got to be a humble group, and they're smart, and they're a physical group, and again, we're really proud of them. 2 weeks in a row, we've graded out well. We've progressed each week from our scrimmage to the LaGrange game to Handley to Columbus, and we just got to continue that progression, because we're not where we need to be yet, and we have to continue our progression and keep getting better each week, keep playing physical ball, minimize our mistakes, and again, just putting our playmakers, our backs, our receivers in good situations so they can make plays.
Coach, talk a little bit about Hurricane Irma. Monday and Tuesday schools were closed. Of course, that limits your ability to practice on Monday and Tuesday. Kind of tell the audience and the listeners, what do you do different, if anything, going into a big game like Friday night?
Well, you hope that the preparation, the time that we put in, and there's been a lot of it coming into the week, will show up, and I feel like it will. But obviously, we're routine. We do everything each day, routine and bullet point wise, and we go through the same drills over and over and over. And then you take away Monday and Tuesday. Obviously, that's a little different, and so we don't have the reps. But Upson Lee they were out of school. They did not practice Monday and Tuesday as well. So. We go into it, and all the preparation that got us to this point, all the reps in the weight room, and that'll come into play this week, and it'll tell a tale Friday night or tomorrow night, and hopefully those reps and that work will pay off.
Well, we got a big game coming up this Friday night. We're going to talk to a couple of very special athletes on your squad. But I'm Brandon Brooks. This is Coach Pete Wiggins of the Callaway Cavaliers here at Johnny's Pizza on the Parkway in LaGrange at Coach's Corner. It's always a good time here. Normally on Monday night, because of the weather, we kind of transferred it a little bit to make time so that we can be with you. And thank you so much for having us along. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and it's our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
DJ Atkins with 3:38 to go here in the first quarter. Andrew, Callaway strikes first.
And I love that formation. You spread out the other team and you let us use our speed against you. And DJ, like I said, in the open field is a beautiful sight to see. Thanks.
Welcome back, everybody, to Coach's Corner. I'm Brandon Brooks with head football coach Pete Wiggins of the Callaway Cavaliers at Johnny's New York Style Pizza in LaGrange on the Parkway across from the mall. Coach, we've got some great athletes with us tonight and just want to showcase them and their efforts. To my left here, if you're watching us live stream, Jalen Moss, number 55, on the offensive line. Jalen, congratulations on the big win last Friday night. Appreciate you being here with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jalen, tell us a little bit about the game last week. You guys were up against some really good athletes in the Columbus Blue Devils. Did you do anything different, just work as usual, because you guys have done a phenomenal job this year?
Well, I feel like we haven't done anything different up to this point as far as preparing for teams and getting ready, as learning different blocking styles and how to block them and how to pass protect, one-on-ones, everything that we do during practice leads up to the games, and we're able to perfect it in the way that we always do.
Well, it's evident, Jalen, you guys have done a great job, and you being a senior this year and got a compadre here to the right, big number 58, Keandre Jones, junior this year, and Keandre got a big game coming up this Friday night against Upson Lee. Doing anything different, preparing any differently than you normally do?
No, sir. I try to prepare every game like I do any other game, because if I try one game harder or something like that, my whole routine will be off. So I try to do everything the same in every single one of my games. That's
awesome. Well, you guys have done a phenomenal job this year and appreciate the effort, and it's always awesome being a part of the Callaway family. Appreciate you guys so much. Coach, as we talk about last Friday night, we were up against a lot of different good athletes in that Columbus squad, and a big win for you, 44-13 was the final, but it really doesn't do it justice because that Columbus team had some really good athletes.
They had some really good players. They had a lot of guys back from last year and had some really big guys that could run. But, I've talked a lot about these offensive linemen. They had a big challenge. Their defensive line was talented, and they had linebackers that could move. And but again, I felt like we handled it well. I felt like our defense did a great job. We ran to the ball. Their quarterback was explosive, made a lot of plays. They had good receivers but our defense really ran to the ball well and put us in good situations offensively. And I want to mention DQ Wilkerson. DQ had a great game. He had 2 touchdowns on punt returns, and what a part of the game special teams are. And I mean, it just sets up your offense and defense both, and it's such a momentum changer week in and week out. And our guys work really hard on special teams. We have 2 periods a day at practice, and they do a great job, and it shows. And we're really going to need all 3 components as far as offense, defense, and special teams tomorrow night, because we're really facing a tough opponent in Upson Lee on the road. And I feel like it's a great challenge, but these guys right here, they work every day, and they're looking forward to it. I think the biggest challenge, obviously it's our whole team, but our offensive line against their defensive line will be a big matchup.
Yeah, well, Jalen, just real quick, I want to ask you, being one of the seniors, one of the lead guys on that offensive line, talk a little bit about the Callaway family and what it means to you.
Well, ever since I've been here, since a freshman, basically, the Callaway family, it's a great tradition to be a part of, as far as the workouts we endure, the camps we go to, the prayers, the devotions, everything that we do. It's always great to be a part of this family and to play football for 4 years. It's a blessing, basically, to be here, basically.
That's awesome, Jalen. I appreciate it, and it's definitely a special aspect of being a Cavalier, just the family atmosphere. Keandre, it's no question, no doubt, a lot of folks looking at you. Are you having fun at Callaway?
Yeah, I'm having a great time, man. My mom and my dad, all my family always told me, nothing like being in high school. You never get it again playing with folks you grew up with, so I'm having a great time at Callaway.
Well, we appreciate what you do, and, again, appreciate you being a part of the Callaway family. It's always awesome, especially coming off a big win against Columbus Blue Devils. 44-13 was the final last Friday night. Got a big game coming up this Friday night against Upson Lee. Kickoff time in Thomaston is 7:30, so put that on your calendar. Be there early. We need all of the Callaway family there. We're going to take a quick break, and we want to introduce you to a couple of more incredible young men that are part of the Callaway family. So don't go anywhere. I'm Brandon Brooks. This is head coach Pete Wiggins of the Callaway Cavaliers at Johnny's Pizza in LaGrange, crossing the mall on the Parkway. Be right back.
Now back to the Coach's Corner, live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
For a money-saving way to protect your possessions, call Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. LaGrange knows leadership when they see it. As mayor for 4 years, Jim Thornton has proven he's a leader who cares, who unites people, and who gets things done.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I'm running for re-election to keep bringing new jobs and businesses to our city, to maintain public safety, and to enhance the quality of life for all residents. I'm asking for your vote on November 7th for another term. Learn more about me and my plans at jimthornton.org.
A vote for Jim Thornton, a vote for progress. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton for mayor of LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced nurses and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics,
September to remember with a new ride with offers you won't forget. Right now, get up to 20% off MSRP on a 17 Kia Ford TLX. The J.D. Power Spring Compact Car initial quality. Support your local economy and shop Kia of LaGrange, a President's Award winning dealer. Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and at KiaLaGrange.com.
for today, so don't be late.
Plus, tag and title. Offer expires September 1st. For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com.
First down and goal from the 4-yard line for the Cavs. Cartavius Bigsby in at tailback. Again, that eye look. There's a snap. There's a give to Cartavius looking for a hole. And he gets in. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers. Cartavius Bigsby from 4 yards out.
Yeah, Cartavius, the tank, just running downhill right there, and that's the guy you want in that position. It's not a lot of people are going to stop him at line of scrimmage. So Callaway goes up 13-0 with about 11:06 to go in the second quarter.
Everybody to Coach's Corner. I'm Brandon Brooks with head football coach Pete Wiggins of the Callaway Cavaliers here at Johnny's New York Style Pizza in LaGrange, across from the mall on the Parkway. And just a big shout out to Johnny's Pizza. Thank you guys so much for having the Callaway family and Callaway football here. It's always a joy, and we enjoy being here. Got a couple of very special young men, more offensive linemen, and you are deep in that area, Coach. You've really been blessed. The Callaway family is blessed to have such great athletes, and we've got a few of them, additional guys here tonight. To my left, Lawrence Thompson, 53, senior, LT, we call you. Don't know you by any other name, but I have to call out your full name when I'm announcing the games on Friday night. But LT, talk about last Friday night and all of the great things that happened. You also are not only a lineman, but you do the punting for the Cavaliers. So talk a little bit about that, because it was awesome last Friday night.
I feel like we did a really good job up front with the defense blitzing and everything, and I still got to do some work on some punting, and that's pretty much. I feel like we did a really good job up front.
Well, there's no doubt you guys are getting it done. And to my right over here, John Curtis, another senior. Again, the Cavalier lineman core is just really deep with leaders. And, John, talk a little bit about being a Cavalier the last 4 years. You've been on the starting lineup for some time. You're definitely not a rookie to this position, but this Friday night you're going up against Upson Lee. Anything different that you're doing in preparation for this big game Friday night?
I've been watching a whole lot more film than I have in the past. Probably one of the better defensive lines that we've faced this year for sure, and also preparing to play defense, a D-line too. So
that's it's like Coach said. These guys that you guys are going to be up against Friday night, they're definitely a seasoned core. Definitely will probably be the best line that you've seen so far. So it's always awesome. Again, to my left here is Keyshawn Cameron, number 52. He's a junior, but definitely been showing out this year. And Mr. Cameron, we appreciate you being here tonight. Talk a little bit about being a part of the Callaway family and what it means to you.
Being part of the Callaway family, it's a blessing to be a part of. You know, it's a good blessing. It's just like a family to me and everything. And ever since I came, the coaches and the players, and it's just like a whole family.
So you or any of you can jump in here, but so many leaders, seniors, juniors, but talk about that camaraderie and that fellowship and that closeness that you've got as a line, because literally you guys are out on the field the whole game. And you're working as hard, if not harder, than anybody else. And everybody else may be in the limelight and may get their picture and score the touchdown. But folks that really know football, they know none of that is possible without young men like you. So, John, just talk about that for a moment, if you will.
Well, we all respect each other a lot, and it's really just about brotherhood to us. We all love each other, and we all work well together. So
that's awesome. Keyshawn, how has it been for you coming into the Callaway family, but even more than that, being in that core of these linemen that we depend on so desperately in the football game on Friday night?
Coming into the Callaway family, I thought I wasn't going to be like what I am today without Coach Wiggins as an offensive line coach. He taught me better technique, pulling, and physicality, and it just working with these guys. It's like we're just like a close family, and every night we just bring it and practice. We go hard in the weight room, and we just work as a team.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Keyshawn, we appreciate you. John, LT, we appreciate you guys being here tonight. And just as a community member and somebody that loves Cavalier football, thanks for being a part of the Cavalier family. And again, we're going to take a quick break. I'm Brandon Brooks here with head football coach Pete Wiggins of the Callaway Cavaliers at Johnny's New York Style Pizza in LaGrange on the Parkway across the mall. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
If you're a renter, you may never know why your landlord starts lawn care at 7 a.m. every Sunday. Or why your car is the goal line for the neighbor kids' soccer games. You may also not know State Farm can save you hundreds by combining your auto and renter's insurance. So protect your car and your stuff with one good neighbor, your State Farm agent. It could save you time and money. One more way, we're here to help life go right.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning health care, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, there's a snap, high snap. He rolls to his right a little, gets the punt off. DQ catches it at about the 30, goes backwards to the 25, trying to get out to the corner, gets around to the 30, 40, 45, 50, back down to the 40, 30, 20.
He might be gone.
He's got one man to beat. He bulldozes him over the end zone.
What a play!
Across the goal line. Cavalier touchdown. Another huge punt return for DQ Wilkerson, Andrew.
He took it all the way to the left side, came across, and hey, I'll give our guys credit. We got called on that a couple weeks ago with the blind side block. He actually stops, sets up a beautiful block. DQ takes it backside and bowls his way into the end zone.
Welcome back, everybody, to Coach's Corner. I'm Brandon Brooks here with head football coach of the Callaway Cavaliers, Pete Wiggins. And, Coach, we got a big game coming up this Friday night.
Big game against Upson Lee, and, again, it's going to be a really tough opponent. Our kids have worked hard this week, and they know the mental toughness, the physical toughness that this game is going to bring. But in a bigger picture, I want to say. I want to talk about Tommy Parks. Tommy Parks is the head coach at Upson Lee, and I know he went through some health issues this summer, and just want to say our thoughts and prayers are with him in his recovery. again, think about him a lot. He and I played against one another a lot when he was at Harris County, and then last year at Upson Lee. But he's a great competitor. He's tough as nails, and again, just hopefully, his recovery will come faster and faster each day.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Big night. Travel to Thomaston to play 4A Upson Lee this Friday night at 7:30 is kickoff time. We appreciate you having us along this evening. Just a quick programming note for those of you that were expecting Tiger Talk. It is going to be tonight. It's going to be at 9 o'clock, so just stay tuned in to get all of the local football news and updates, and Tiger Talk will come on at 9 o'clock. So at Coach's Corner, Johnny's New York-style pizza in LaGrange on the Parkway across from the mall. I'm Brandon Brooks for head football coach Pete Wiggins as the Cavaliers last Friday defeated the Columbus Blue Devils 44-13. Congratulations, Coach, and to all the Cavalier family, and we'll see you right back here next week on Coach's Corner.
Thanks for listening to Callaway Cavaliers Coaches Corner live from Johnny's New York Style Pizza in LaGrange on WELR Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle 102.3 WELR FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
LaGrange knows leadership when they see it. As mayor for 4 years, Jim Thornton has proven he's a leader who cares, who unites people, and who gets things done.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I'm running for re-election to keep bringing new jobs and businesses to our city, to maintain public safety, and to enhance the quality of life for all residents. I'm asking for your vote November 7th for another term. Learn more about me and my plans at jimthornton.org.
A vote for Jim Thornton is a vote for progress. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton for mayor of LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
It's time now for the LaGrange Grangers Coaches Corner on WELR Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.